Hello everyone, my name is Guy and I'm a French tutor in Manila French Tutor School. It's an online platform helping students to improve their French all around the world. Whenever you're in Canada, in France, in Asia, in Africa, we are helping students all around the world to reach their goal in French. And we're already on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. And today we are launching our school in YouTube. But the YouTube one will be a little bit different because you're going to really try to push people to get into French through this channel. So if you're already a little bit advanced in French, you may not find this one relevant right now, but as you are progressing, you are going to eventually reach your level. But right now, you are going to really start with people still in the A1 level by teaching basic concept, by introducing basic concept in French, some major difference that you can find between French and English. And as you're progressing, we hope that you're going to get some good knowledge. It's going to be free. The only thing that you'll have to do is just to subscribe and make sure that every time that a new video is out, you're going to take advantage of it and learn some concept, okay? So this channel will really be focusing on concept, on key difference that you need to know in French that are not necessarily always applicable in English. And as you can see, we are going to do it in the most simpler way, okay? In the most simplest way. By the way, English is not my first language. I already said that to most of my students. I'm here to just trying to communicate in English because I understand that most of the students that are watching right now are not French speaker. They are learning French, so we need to go in English so that they can understand each other. We can understand each other, and hopefully one day we can definitely start talking French for the whole video. Why not? Okay, so that one has been said. Today I'm going to introduce a very basic concept, or one of the key concepts in French for a beginner, which is what we are calling the informal and formal way. In English, it's not applicable in English. Let's say it like this. The formal and informal way is not applicable in English simply because when you're talking about formal and informal in French, we are talking about certain pronoun that you're supposed to use. And this pronoun just means one thing in English: you. Yes, when you're talking about formal and informal way in French, you have to think of two pronouns only. It's either tu or vous. Tu and vous here both means in English you. That's why I say in English is not applicable. If you take an example saying, you are late, I'm going to say tu es en retard. This is supposed to be informal. If I say you are late, I can say vous êtes en retard. This is supposed to be formal, given that the subject is just one person. In both cases, the subject is one person, but I use a formal and informal way. Tu being the informal and vous being the formal way. Now, the vous here can also mean more than one subject. Remember, vous is a pronoun indicating a subject. When I say vous êtes en retard, the vous here can also mean more than one subject. Meaning to say, if I'm saying to a group of people, maybe there are 3 or 4, I'm saying to them, you are late. In French, I'm still going to say vous êtes en retard. So the formal way can easily be a bit confusing whenever the subject is just one or there are many. You can see that if it's just one person and I want to say you are late, I want to say it in a formal way, I'm going to say vous êtes en retard. If there are many people and I want to say you are late, I'm still going to say vous êtes en retard, right? But if it's definitely informal, I will never use vous, I will always use tu. Tu es en retard. You are late. Now talking just about one person. And this is a very important concept in French because most of people doesn't know it, but it can be really offending a person if ever he expects you to address to him in a formal way and then you're addressing to him in an informal way. Meaning to say, if, for example, you see a random foreigner or maybe, I don't know, someone that you don't know, and then you want to ask something to him and then you are asking him a question using the tu, it's going to sound a bit not okay. It can depend on the person. Some people are very relaxed, some people doesn't really mind, right? But in general, you want to make sure that if you're not familiar with someone, it's not a relative, it's not somebody close to you, you go in the safe way by using vous first. That's why if it's not the family, if it's not a friend, if it's not somebody that you're dealing with every day in a friendly manner, you're going to probably use vous. You're going to an interview, you're going to probably apply for a job, you're going to probably try to, any situation, you are going even to a restaurant. The waitress will always address to you using the vous. You're going to always address using the vous also. But aside of this scenario where you are, you know, and with people that are not so close to you, you can freely use the tu. Okay, so that's one of the basic and important concepts that I wanted to share with you today. If you're having an interview, you're taking a TCF exam, you're taking, for example, a TAF exam, make sure that when you're talking to your professor or you're addressing to your teacher or the examinator, you're using the vous on whatever things that you want to say to him. Make sure that you're putting the vous in front. Okay, that's the basic concept that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me any comment that you have in French, and that's going to be necessarily the subject of probably my next video. Or if there is no comments or no question, I'm going to come with another video and another concept. While waiting, take good care of yourself et à bientôt.